Hello, 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 and welcome to Performance Push episode 4. It's F1 Spud here. As you can see, I've also got my name changed on PS5. Finally, I spent the money. I was being a tight ass. First thing I've got to say, thank you for the support on the recent videos, and if you want to, please drop a subscription to the YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. Today we are doing Imola. Now, Imola is probably my favourite track on the game. I need to do well around Imola in the league if I want to stay in Tier 1, because so far my pace just isn't Tier 1 worthy at the moment. So we've reset our time. As you can see, first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to slow down where I think I've been struggling for a while on this track. So it's just coming up now. So this left-hander here, I've kept going so wide on it. Realised that you have to go really into the inside, and I've now started to try and hog the curb, and you will soon see the amount of time that I gain from doing this and then getting a better exit full stop using the green on the right. This is really massive for me. So we're going to go through a few of our laps here and just show the performance we are improving, because this is also the trial track next season for the league. We did do a wheel for this, and it was we put all the tracks on minus Monaco because we're not doing Monaco next season. The tracks will be randomly assigned as well, and the last track standing, it was between Imola and Austria, and the trial track is Imola. So this being Imola, we start the trials in December as well. Being Imola, we had a massive advantage compared to other people because we can show that we can get Tier 1. Now, part of me would love to stay in Tier 1, but I am going to actually have a race this season where I do race in Tier 2 as well, just to see what I do. So, across the line there's a 15.3. Invalidated lap. I'm not happy with that at all. That's around half a second from where I'd want to be in today's video. As you can see here, use the curb, go into 6th gear, then into 7th, and then this left-hander you have to get like pretty much perfect. You know, that was pretty good, but obviously we did use a bit of the curb, and now look at that. That is how I needed to do that exit. We are 4.5 tenths up here, almost, and I was like, this could be an absolute monster lap. But then we accidentally dip our tyre there and it's invalidated. Then we do set a 15.2 invalidated. So definitely more room for improvement, as I said. Here we go on another lap here. Can we finally get a valid lap time? Obviously, I only really want to claim a valid lap time if it is in the green, because our time's crap at the moment as it is. And look at that, we're about a tenth up. Use a bit of the curb, not the best. It is a 24 dead first sector, which isn't too bad. As you can see there, we used the curb. We did okay there. It is in the green, it's going up slightly. We're just under a tenth up going in this left-hander. And personally, I think we took the left-hander pretty well, with a slight improvement in time there. Now this one, I decided to go into 3rd this time rather than 4th on the last lap, which I said, and look at that, a way better exit. And we gained 3.5 tenths, and then that short left-hander there, the right-hander straight to the left, we gain a lot of time. We are 4.5 tenths up here. I was like, I'm going to bottle it here. Down into 2nd gear, ride the curb, then into 4th, and then I thought, oh no, I've bottled it, because there we go, we do have a little snap and go wide, but we still gain over 4 tenths of a second, and it's a 14.8. Which, you know, I'm like, right, that'll do for a video, but I was like, no, we're going to do a few more laps beforehand, afterwards, and just see if we can improve even more, because I believe I could improve on my lap time as a whole. So here we go, we decide, this is only about 5 minutes later, I would say, into 4th, into 5th, using the curb, and an absolutely fantastic exit there, and we are almost a tenth up already. Unfortunately, we go a bit slower there, and it is not a great end to the sector, so I know that I can improve that. Again, we didn't use all of the curb, but look at that improvement. Maybe not riding that curb on the inside helps, but just tucking into that inside. We are slightly up on our time. I thought I was going to invalidate there. We almost spin. We are so close to our time. I decided to go into 4th gear this time, which was risky. I short shifted way too early and we are just up on our time. And then here we absolutely gained time from nowhere with a brilliant corner then. We are a 10th and a half up and I'm like, right, let's just see. Let's get it to over a 10th and a half so then we will be into the 6s. And we are then. And then I thought, oh, we bottled it, but then because our exit was way better on that time around, we do get it, and it's a 1:14.674, which I'm really happy with for about half an hour's work. There's a cheeky spinalla for you. So yeah, as you can see there, a 14.6 is about a second off Nathan Clark's time, who is the Tier 1 leader at the moment of the championship, so still a long way to go. I'd like to try and get a few tenths closer. As you can see there is the setup. Pretty similar to my Australia one, I can't lie. I mean, the setups are all quite similar to each other at the moment, especially now with the handling. But I left it on the screen there for you to look at now. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now, obviously, the last thing that we always do is show it in cockpit cam. As you can see there, compared to Neo's time, really similar Sector 1, but we're a couple of tenths off in both Sector 2 and 4 tenths slow in Sector 3, so there's somewhere that I'm missing out here. Now, we are probably hoping, right, the aim, because obviously there was no racing on Sunday and Monday because of the Mexico Grand Prix. We didn't want anyone to be a week ahead. So it's, you know, everyone's had 2 weeks to practice for this, if they've chose to practice, and obviously the trials will open from December, start of December onwards. For next season, there will be 2 tiers. Obviously, most people will be in the same tier if they're applying again. But obviously, there's some people, myself included, that might not be in the same tier because I have been underperforming since the first 4 races. You know, I did get, if you guys do watch the streams, I did get P4, Tier 1 in Baku with a very nice strategy at the end. But, you know, I've only had 3 points in the last 8 races. And I only missed 1 of them races, so it's not like I've missed 6 of them. I'm really struggling at the moment. The pace is off. Like, qualifying, I barely get into Q2. Around Imola, I should be hoping for Q2 minimum. And you never know. I'm actually going to try and push for Q3. But yeah, there is my lap time, guys. A 1:14.674. Please subscribe and like the video.